someone just. Hi, folks.
Hi, how's everybody?
Pretty good.
We're rolling.
We're rolling.
We're rolling.
Oh, I think now.
Real brave. Live. Real brave. Live.
That's right. Welcome. How are we doing, Kevin?
I'm good, Dan. How are you today?
I'm okay. I can barely hear you because I'm listening to our band of the day. It was actually just.
You're really cramming.
It's always a thing. Right there.
There it is.
Can't play it because of Zuckerberg,
We can't.
but
Thanks a lot.
thanks, Zuckerberg.
Zuckerberg.
Schmuck.
God bless you.
So I'm only on the second song.
Okay, well, the first song's 20 minutes.
Yep.
Yep. 1978. Oh, I have a notebook.
Oh.
Will Ponalena, do me a favor. Nah,
Nah, don't make the students get stuff for you. That's
do my bidding.
insanity. I'm literally still listening because I have to get this in. I'm doing my homework. I'm listening to music because you're not allowed to play it on the air. We have a couple students sitting here watching. And
This is the best podcast ever.
it's the best podcast ever. You've made my day. I'm famous.
You're famous.
I'm famous. Thank you so much. You and 3 other people like it. So today we'd like to talk about a band that something big happened over the past week. Tragic. A gentleman from this band, let me shut this off, did pass, and I think it's probably okay to talk about him and the work that he did. His name is Neil Peart. No, Peart.
I think it's pronounced Pert.
I'm pretty sure Don Albert, who is gonna be the one that's gonna tell us. I think it's Peart.
I've always said Neil Peart.
Are we gonna spend the whole half hour on the pronunciation of the man?
Can we FaceTime Don Albert in here?
I think you could call him, or we could FaceTime him.
There are 3 people watching right now.
Are there really?
This is exciting. This is the highest amount of viewership we've had in the beginning of a broadcast ever.
Well,
We can't see who's watching, though.
no. Well, we can get some comments. If you have any comments about the band that we're going to talk about today, which happens to be Rush, and the tragic passing of Neil Peart. It's Peart, I'm telling you, man. Then please do.
We have so dishonored this man so quickly into this broadcast.
I think you should know that we listen to the music and we'd like to I think we'd like to discuss it. So if you are a fan of Rush, please comment below. So what album did we listen to?
We listened to 2112,
We did.
colloquially known as 2112.
Uh-huh.
And it's something else, man. It took me for a trip. It's
Lots of music.
It's prog rock. It's prog rock.
What is prog rock?
It's prog rock is short for progressive rock. And it so in the 70s, I guess very very late 60s. No, it's got early 70s prog rock started, and you're talking about your Peter Gabriel, your Kansas, your Yes, your Rush, obviously, Zappa.
Frank Zappa.
It was progressive rock. It was different. It strayed from the it strayed from
It went from a regular time signature you can go like this to, right?
Yeah.
You can rock to
You
it,
sure could.
to whatever I just listened to.
Something you have to do math while
Yeah, everything was like in an odd time. So an odd time is like if you're thinking of your favorite Kylie Minogue song. No, that just totally dated myself. If you're, Jennifer Lopez. That would be like 1, 2, 3, 4, right?
Yeah.
That whole thing. But if you're talking about prog rock, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Yeah.
5, 6, 7,
Yeah.
8.
Yeah.
Or whatever it's going to be.
And
5.
that's one of the defining characteristics of the genre is mixed meter, polymeter, different time signatures. You also have a lot of and Neil Peart was,
Peart.
It's FaceTime. No FaceTime. He was instrumental. Oh wait. He was
instrumental?
Oh, it's silent. Instrumental.
Oh, come
I
on!
blew it.
You blew it! Thank you. He's instrumental.
in that sort of vehicle for creativity. Shut
Now he's got to get it in.
up. Don, I'm gonna FaceTime him. He might be in lessons.
Let's see. That Wednesday?
Yes.
We're calling Don Albert, the great Don Albert.
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 Don.
Yeah.
Hey, we're live on Real Brave Live.
This is scary.
Yeah.
You're on live
You're
on
up.
the Facebook with us.
Yeah, get that
You're
closer.
alive.
Well, nobody can be.
You're alive.
Oh, hey.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll make this.
He's about to play for you. See, this is the problem, Benjamin. Dan, my boss, knows that I was late and that I'm staying late with you this extra couple minutes. But you're going to play him
He didn't.
a G.
He didn't.
Give him a G. And play it. Get some volume after you start the note. Watch this, guys.
All right.
So that's what you're all hearing
He
now
knows.
is
He knows.
Don's student Ben playing the trumpet.
That's a C, though. He's got a great tone.
Can you ask Ben if he can do like an air horn sound for like a rap, like on 97.1, like the air?
Does not
I don't know
compute.
what it is.
Okay. All right. Well, we're FaceTiming you because let me do this. We're FaceTiming you because we had a disagreement in the pronunciation of the name. Is it Neil Peart or is it Neil Peart?
It is neither.
Oh.
Neither or another. It is Peart.
Oh, it's very close.
Peart? I've never said Neil Peart. I've only have ever said and heard Peart.
But I had breakfast with someone who knew him well this morning, and he pronounced it Peart. So I guess it's okay, whatever you do, but it's Peart.
Tomato, tomato.
It's one of those.
Potato, potato.
It's
Let's call the whole thing off.
it's
I
potato.
must
Potato.
finish up with Benjamin here, who's doing really well, but
Well, thanks.
anything else?
No, but thanks for not settling this argument.
Did he say Peart? Or
He said Peart.
Peart.
All right.
all right.
Here, like
We were
the
going to
ear.
talk about the music, but we're still on the name, and it's 8 minutes, 10 minutes after. So getting back to the
Thanks,
music.
Don. See ya.
You're welcome.
Getting back to the music, the tragedy of losing this guy. Look, I'm not a big fan of Rush. I can't speak for you, but I listened to it. It's 2112 is one of the most famous albums that they've ever done. I sat through it. It's music genius. There's a good songwriting. I don't know. Geddy Lee's he's the lead singer. He's got a really high voice, and the musicianship is fantastic. But it's just once I start listening to the singer, once I start listening to the 25 billion parts, different time signatures, I lose it.
I can wrap my head around that stuff. I can wrap my head around because I'm a big fan of jazz. I'm a big fan of classical music. And what we're describing as progressive is progressive, let's be specific, for rock. It's not progressive in terms of Western music because there's a long history of changing time signatures and keys and modal interchange and polytonality that are staples of prog rock. And in fact, a lot of the prog rock musicians were music school scholars. The guys in Yes went to I think it was NYU, I forget, but they studied classical music, and you can hear a lot of that influence, even in the first the overture, right? Overture.
Yes.
4 minutes and 20 seconds into it. you hear there's a reference, a very clear reference to 1812 Overture.
Yes.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, I did hear that.
So that influence of classical music making its way into rock is something I always thought was really cool. And so like that, yeah, bands like Rush, Peter Gabriel, they kind of like pioneered that idea. You like Peter Gabriel.
I like
You really like that.
the genesis of 1974 was this album,
the
or
one
75.
with Selling Britain by the Pound.
Yeah, Selling England by the Pound. So I like what they did because he's got a great voice, it's got a great feel. To me, this is very different. And Phil Collins, believe it or not, was the drummer in Genesis, who's a fantastic drummer. I would say not on par with Neil Peart. Peart. Bagar.
Yeah,
Thank you.
close enough.
Close enough. What do we get on? How do we get on Genesis?
It's been 2 years.
It's been. It's
We
very-
got on Genesis because we were talking. Sorry, we were talking about prog rock and
Yeah.
and that one album. I feel like there's a lot of similarities between them, but I feel like also that this is now at a time where like Dark Side of the Moon was released in '73, and now people are coming out with these concept albums like regularly, and this was Rush's stab at a concept album, and their two albums prior to this were not successful. Hey Jordan, what do you know about Neil Peart?
Not much. Not much.
Okay.
How do you pronounce it?
Is this a trick question?
No.
No, how have you always pronounced?
I've pronounced it Pert.
It's Neil Peart. Thank
Everybody
you.
pronounces it.
Of course it does.
Viewers, comment on how you might pronounce. Sorry, viewer. Hey, Sarah Lords,
Sarah Lords.
how do you pronounce the last name of the drummer in Rush? I feel like there's a lot of similarities between that. So we were talking about. I was talking about concept albums, and their two albums previous to this were very unsuccessful. In fact, the record label was going to drop them.
Oh, very good. Oh, we've got some research too.
But the manager stepped in and he said, "Give us one more shot." And they came out with 2112, and it was a commercial and critical success.
All right, but who in their right mind back then? I don't know. There's so many people that are going to kill me after this.
You are.
I'm in trouble.
You're really putting that. So,
I'm in trouble.
Hey, to each his own. Some people like
Hey, Sarah Lords.
Rush and stuff. Hey, Sarah Lords. Thanks for watching. #1 fan. Some people like Rush and the good stuff. Other people like Madonna and like Steely Dan and like Creed.
Nobody likes Creed and Steely Dan.
Some
It's
people do.
Fake. It's fake news. Speaking of similarities, what's happening here? Is Neil Peart Alex Lifeson? Because they look very similar in this picture.
That's Peart on the left there.
Neil Peart's on the left,
Yeah,
and then the guitarist on the right. Look very similar, don't they?
they do. They look like they
really
could be
strange.
bros. Geddy Lee looks like somebody who worked at Blockbuster, but was then fired for stealing VHS tapes and recording over them and bringing them back.
So does anybody know what a VHS tape is? Sarah Lords?
Sarah, 10 points if you guess what a VHS tape is.
She's got a link here. If I could actually, oops, I just blacked this out.
I'll click that link.
Yeah, click that link. Find out what it is. Because if I click that link, it'll probably shut everything down, and I don't want to do that. He's 67 years old. He's a monster musician. They're all monster musicians. But when it comes to that's a time gone by. I mean, we're never going to get that again. It's art rock.
I can't click the link.
It's people playing unfathomable amounts of music within 20 minutes and making it one song. It's very suspect lyric writing. Neil wrote the lyrics.
He did.
It's good.
It was based. It was
Everybody's
heavily,
gonna kill me. All my friends are gonna kill me.
His lyrical writing and the story that the album tells is it's based on a future dystopia where they try to suppress creativity and self-expression, right? And it's very heavily influenced by the writing of Ayn Rand.
2112?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In fact, everybody in the band read the novel Anthem by Ayn Rand. And people were really upset about this because Ayn Rand was like equated with right-wing,
Very, very right.
extreme, almost extreme
Extremist.
conservatism. So like they caught a little bit of heat for that. Sarah knows that it's pert and popular.
And what?
Pert and popular. It's the
Pertinent.
It was a joke about shampoo,
Ah.
but it was low. A wash. Damn it.
It's not working. Do you know the name of today's podcast?
No. Please tell me.
I forgot, actually.
Ah.
But it's good. What is it again? Darn it!
Something with the word brush.
Well, yeah, yes! Real. So, the name of today's podcast is Don't Rush Me, I'm Kneeling Down. So stupid.
Yep.
You have to give big time ups to just incredible musicians. Are they great songwriters? I don't know. It's not for me to say.
I thought it was pretty cool. You can hear the influence. I could hear the influence that they had on my favorite band, Fish. Which, if you don't know about them, they're a Vermont-based
You
jam
can't
band.
help yourself. You can't.
They came out of Vermont in like the 80s, and one might equate them to sort of like a prog rock. But you can hear a lot of the influence. You can hear a lot of like Zappa influence.
Tremendous amount of followers.
Yep.
Rush has a tremendous amount of followers. I know many, many people that follow them, and they are diehard fans. And when they come, they see them. I know they just finished their last tour, Rush,
Yeah.
like recently.
Yeah, they
and
did.
it-
Huge selling out stadiums and stuff.
I watched a couple of interviews with Neil Peart, and he was talking. I've seen a couple, like a bunch of stuff by him, because the bands that I played in, they were like crazy about him. He was talking about how he liked to ride his motorcycle between cities. So like they had the van going, or actually not the van. That's like my version of traveling from show to show. They had the bus going from show to show. He would get on his motorcycle and ride. And I don't remember exactly when, but he developed a severe psoriasis in his feet. And it was very painful, and he was talking about it, and the guys in the band were saying, yeah, like, he never complains, blah, blah, blah. He
I
played
thought
the
that was
shows.
something you only get in the liver.
Psoriasis is... Isn't that...
You get
What's the skin infection?
Oh, I don't know.
It's our Lord's...
Eczema?
Eczema.
I thought you get psoriasis of the liver.
Yeah. Eczema, and something of that nature. But it was like crazy painful. His skin was cracking, and he played the show. And the way they talked about it, and it sounded like he shouldn't have been playing. But he did that a lot. Like, he would play through a ton of pain. He was the type of person that did some really interesting things in life, and
a phenomenal drummer.
Phenomenal drummer.
Obviously, we don't even have to
I'm gonna
say
put that picture of his drum set up. Here's a picture of our drum set at one of the concerts. Actually, not even a picture. This is a regular... Oops, let's take this off. Take it off. This is video of one of our concerts. Maybe. Maybe not. It's gone.
Here's our drum set.
Yeah, let's try it. Let's do that. I don't know what happened. The drum set behind us has got, what, how many...
It's a simple kit. You know, you got a floor tom, one rack tom, snare, kick.
So here's this maniac with his drum set.
Yeah.
And it's just like the whole thing is just filled with drums and cymbals. The Rob, the guy I used to play with in Serene, he loved Neil Peart.
He influenced an entire generation, multiple generations now of drummers and musicians. he's got a very distinctive style of playing.
Who?
Neil Peart.
Thank you.
And he will always be remembered, and his influence will carry on for generations to come, I'm sure.
Yeah, definitely. All right, so I think we crushed that.
Crushed it.
Are we talking about Wishbone? Or that wasn't prepared, was it?
Do we have the video?
No.
And the pictures? Then
That we can continue talking about Neil Peart.
we could do that, or we could go back to our old audience requests in various genres.
I like that. Well, we only have one audience member currently.
Sarah Lord. Sarah Lords, what do you want to hear? We'll serenade you in a song and genre of your choice. For real, though.
For reals?
For real.
I really want to pay.
It's
Shush. You want to what?
I really want to play the music like a normal show, but Mark Zuckerberg won't let me.
Don't.
If I keep saying it, maybe somebody at Facebook will see it.
I don't think that's ever happened.
There's got to be one quality control person at Facebook.
Like a good guy.
Yeah, he like wears a long robe, or she, and has a beard.
Like a one guy in the call center who, like, he's calling about your debt, and he's like, you know what? We'll let you have this one. And
I think
you're hoping for that?
Well, they monitor stuff all the time, man. I just popped on. You ever pop on Facebook?
I don't think they monitor. I think there's an algorithm by which they analyze sound, and if it's something that's matched and owned, then the red lights go off, and they're like, shut them down, that kind of thing.
Mark Zuckerberg does it personally.
Yeah, Mark Zuckerberg is in a room right now, like a giant room, just surrounded by TV screens like they had in the second movie of The Matrix, and it's just like,
He sees it all.
This is what he does.
He owns it. Well, we've got nobody doing that. I'm still a vegetarian, but it's more pescatarian now.
Okay, so you're slowly giving way.
Well, I was doing fish last week.
Wait, you're slowly giving... Oh, man, come on. Keep taking it off. You're slowly giving way. And I keep putting it down too. Way! W-H-E-Y.
It's terrible. Got a haircut.
You did?
I did.
You got them all cut.
I got them all cut.
Damn, why does he keep showing up?
You're just not there today.
Threw it away.
He threw his $650 phone on the floor.
Sarah Lawrence wants to hear a classical rendition of Night Moves. No, it's going to be in G. You got Bob Seger, right?
Yeah,
Love that
I know the
handlebar.
chorus.
So you're looking for like an arpeggiated kind of chord progression on this, and a operatic. Are you a tenor? A tenor operatic.
Tight pants points hardly renowned. I don't think this is possible. He talks the song. He sings. So talk it like as if I was
No.
Pavarotti?
No, well, yeah, but like also sing it like you're Pavarotti.
Oh.
He's not a bass.
I know that, but I'm trying to find it.
Night moves.
Oh, you want to do the chorus? That's not classical, though.
How would I make it?
Work. No.
Terrence, you know night moves?
Do I know night moves?
Yeah. Can we work our way backwards from like the way it actually sounds
Sure.
to what she wants?
Sure.
Sure.
So it's. Oh yeah. There it is.
Working on night moves. Those are like great chords.
Yeah, they are. Those for the verse, and then the chorus is.
Working on the night moves. Minor.
Yeah, it goes to E minor.
Working on the night moves. Working on the night moves. In the summertime, no wonder. Feel the lightning. Waiting on the thunder, waiting on the thunder. Yeah, that's all I got. Now we gotta turn that in classical.
Yep.
I think you got the wrong chords.
I taught this song before. I think they're right. Maybe it's. I'm playing them too fast. That's what it is. Are you happy, Sarah Lords?
I don't think she's happy. I'm not happy.
I've never been happy. Jordan, do you know night moves?
Yeah, you got the wrong chords. I don't know how to play it. Is this tuned to a guitar?
No.
Then it's useless.
You said it, Dan.
Yeah.
You said it.
Well, I used to be a musician. We were just having this conversation. We're having all sorts of business talky speak, that's a word, by the way.
Talkie speak?
Yeah.
Talking about them KPIs.
Yeah, KPIs and all sorts
We're
of.
going to unpack this idea.
We unpacked a lot of stuff.
And then we had to stop and circle back.
Once we circled back, I had to make sure that everything was quantified.
Yep.
And then and I looked at Kevin and I said, I used to be a musician. And that's true to some extent. I guess you can always take the musician out of the musician, but you can't put the businessman inside of the artist. That's the saying, right?
That's not at all. That couldn't have been further from a coherent statement. And to quote Billy Madison, everybody listening is now dumbing how they listen to it.
On that note, it is now 6:30, and that's our show. Real brave. If you have it within you, you can follow this. There's a notification somewhere around the screen that you're looking at. If you are in fact dumber, ignore everything I just said.
Live, real brave. Live.
Today's episode was about Rush. Rest in peace, this guy. Thank you so much, guys. Have a great night.